Number 1. Paris becomes the second city to host the Summer Olympics 3 times, exactly 100 years after its last hosting in 1924. The only other city is London. Number 2. The Frigis are the official mascots of the Paris 2024 Olympics. The mascots are actually red hats, but not usual ones. They take the shape and form of Phrygian caps. The Phrygian caps symbolize freedom and revolution. Number 3. Each Olympic medal will include an original piece of the Eiffel Tower. The iron is set in the center of each medal, in its natural color and reshaped into a hexagon. Hexagons are said to represent France because the country is roughly six-sided. The medal is derived from parts of the monument structure that were removed during renovation works in the previous century. The medal leftovers had been stored for years in a warehouse in a secret location, but now are finally getting a new purpose. Number 4. For the first time in the history of the Olympic Games, the opening ceremony will not take place in a stadium. The parade of the athletes will be held on the Seine. Almost 100 boats carrying an estimated 10,500 athletes will float along the Seine during the parade. The first country to march in the parade is Greece, in order to honor the birthplace of the modern Olympics. France will come at last because they are hosting the Olympics. Number 5. The 2024 Olympics will be the first in history to have an equal number of men and women competing. 5,250 male and 5,250 female athletes will compete in the 33rd edition of the Modern Games. Women's participation in the Olympics unofficially begun at the second edition of the Modern Games, also held in Paris in 1900. Of the 997 athletes, 22 were women. Number 6. Breaking debuts on the Olympic schedule at the 2024 Paris Olympics. There are 2 medal rounds in total, one for the men and one for the women. The jury awards a score based on 6 criteria: creativity, personality, technique, versatility, performance skills, and musicality. What do you think about the new sport? Number 7. Triathlon and marathon swimming are to take place in the Seine, where it has been illegal to swim more than a century due to water quality issues. For decades, the river was too toxic for most fish. To clean up the river, Paris invested 1.4 billion euros. But as of the end of July, testing continues to reveal unsafe levels of bacteria in the water. Number 8. The surfing competition for the 2024 Olympic Games will be held in Tahiti and specifically in the small village of Tihupo'o. It will be the longest distance between a venue and the host city in the Olympic Games history. The surfing events are going to be held 15,700 kilometers away from Paris. The competitors will also be the first athletes to ever live on a floating Olympic village. Number 9. For the first time in history, members of the public can run the same course of the Olympic marathon on the same day as the Olympians. 2 races will be held on August 10, 2024. A 42 kilometers marathon and a 10 kilometers marathon will be offered to anyone who wishes to participate. Women, men, beginners, or experienced runners are all welcome to participate in this unique marathon. Number 10. Paris 2024 has already achieved its first record with 8.6 million tickets sold. This figure surpasses the record of 8.3 million tickets sold for the Atlanta Games, which until now had held the highest number.